Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that Europe is preparing for another dangerous chapter of war, not because of a new invasion, but because of one political deadline. Donald Trump has issued one of his strongest warnings yet, giving Russia just 50 days before facing tougher economic pressure if the war continues. Around the world, governments are watching carefully because this isn't only about Ukraine anymore. It could reshape Europe's future. While politicians exchange warnings,
the battlefield tells another story. Missiles, drones, and artillery continue across eastern Ukraine.
But the biggest question isn't what happened yesterday. It's what happens during the next 50 days. Could diplomacy finally succeed? Or is the conflict preparing to enter an even more dangerous phase? Welcome to Geopol AI. Today, we uncover why Trump's latest deadline matters, how Putin may respond, and why NATO is preparing for every possible scenario. But here's the bigger question. How is Vladimir Putin responding? Despite growing international pressure, the Kremlin shows no signs of backing down. Instead, Russia continues reinforcing its military capabilities, preparing for what could become a long strategic confrontation. Military analysts believe Moscow is carefully calculating every move because this conflict is no longer only about territory. It has become a battle of endurance, resources, and political influence. Meanwhile, NATO is preparing for every possible scenario. Across Eastern Europe, military exercises continue. Advanced air defense systems remain active, and allied forces are strengthening their readiness. But another global power is watching silently: China. Beijing has avoided direct military involvement, yet every new development provides valuable strategic lessons because China's own geopolitical ambitions stretch far beyond Europe. For China, the Ukraine conflict has become more than a European war. It is a real-world demonstration of modern warfare, economic sanctions, military logistics, and international alliances. Every lesson learned today could influence tomorrow's global strategy. As Trump's deadline approaches, the world waits. Will diplomacy prevent further escalation? Or are global powers moving toward another dangerous chapter that could reshape international security for years to come? If this crisis continues to grow, the consequences may reach far beyond Ukraine. Modern conflicts no longer remain confined to one battlefield. They spread through financial markets, energy prices, global trade, and international security. Europe could face greater pressure on defense spending. Energy markets could become more volatile. Global investors could become increasingly cautious. And millions of ordinary people could feel the impact through higher living costs. Military experts often describe three possible outcomes. First, diplomatic negotiations reduce tensions. Second, the conflict continues without major expansion. Or third, a single unexpected incident changes everything. History reminds us, major global crises sometimes begin with events that seemed impossible only days before. Today, no one can say with certainty what will happen next, but governments, military commanders, financial institutions, and intelligence agencies are all watching the same countdown because the next decision could influence global politics for years to come. One deadline, two nuclear powers, an uncertain future. Whether diplomacy succeeds or tensions rise further, the coming weeks may become one of the most important geopolitical moments of this decade. This is why the world continues to watch every statement, every military movement, and every diplomatic meeting. Because in geopolitics, sometimes history changes, one decision at a time. Thank you for watching Geopol AI. If you enjoy deep geopolitical documentaries, subscribe now. and stay informed about the global events shaping tomorrow's world. Because understanding geopolitics today means understanding tomorrow.